Hello guys. So it's been a minute. Today I want to point out a few of my very embarrassing blonde moments. I mean, some of them aren't blonde moments and I just happen to say things out loud that I don't actually think about. I don't have a filter for some of the free and wild thoughts that are in my head. And maybe you are a blonde and you're just really smart and you're just like, why is everybody calling me a blonde? Why is everybody having that stereotype that I'm a dumb blonde? Well, I'm going to show you the reason why. So with that, I'm just going to jump right into it. Okay, so a few years ago, my mom and I, we were just driving down this road and, you know, there's Braille, apparently it's called Braille. I never knew until this situation, but there's Braille along the road, and then she started writing the Braille, like she started writing on it. I was like, what's Braille? Like, I was just questioning what Braille was. She was trying to tell me that Braille is also what blind people use to read signs, and I just sat there for a second and I was just like, Mom, do blind people ride the Braille so it's easier for them to drive? What? And then my mom just lost it. I was like, Mom, you need to concentrate on the road. You can't be swerving like this. And then she called like 3 of her friends after that, told them all what I just said, and I immediately regretted saying that. And then after that, my mom and I were still driving, and it was like after the situation died down, she was just like, yeah, I think we're gonna go window shopping. I looked at her, I was like, why are we shopping for windows? She just died laughing again. I've never heard of people talking about window shopping before, so I was just like, Mom, what's window shopping? And she was like, Brianna, window shopping is when people look around in a store or something. Like, they're not actually buying anything. They're not shopping for windows. And then I started making up excuses. I was like, well, I thought we were buying new windows for the house. Like, they're pretty old. Like, I thought we were buying new windows. She was just like, stop, just stop. We knew what you meant, Brianna. You don't have to explain yourself. Okay, another one, probably like 2 years ago, Seth and I, we were in Sam's Club, and he was saying like, yeah, I need to get a new keyboard for my computer. I just kind of stopped for a second. I was like, how do you hook that up to your computer? Don't you, like, is it just like some cord and you just start playing music off of it? And he realized what keyboard I was talking about. And I paused for another second. I was like, oh, wait, I know what you're talking about. He just started, like, you know, laughing, because that's the usual reaction. One time I went to a Wendy's and I really had to use the bathroom, and my mom said, okay, go use the bathroom. And you know, the bathroom door had one of those locks. It turns one way, it says vacant. When it turns the other way, it says occupied. And I was looking at it and I was like, vacant. And in my mind, I was thinking vacant meant occupied and occupied meant vacant. I wasn't thinking, okay. And so I just looked at the door and I said, oh, it says vacant, I can't go in. And so I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, it says vacant. And then she was like, yeah, and oh, I can't go in there. And she just looked at me. Vacant means it's empty, Brianna. Go to the bathroom. I'm just gonna go and you order the food and I'll just go. I set myself up for these things. This is like a normal thing, like everybody does this every once in a while, but sometimes I'll find myself holding something up that I'm asking where it is. Another one, this happened not too long ago. This is probably like a few months ago. Okay, so in Georgia, well, really in the South, it's just super humid here. So sometimes when you wake up, the grass is all wet and it's just super humid, and your windshield will be all fogged up when you get in your car. You're gonna have to turn on your windshield wipers. Okay, well, I didn't think that because it was probably like February or March. I thought there was like frost on my windows. I turned on like the defrost button because I thought my windows were just frosted or whatever, and so it'll go away. And I realized it wasn't going away, so I started freaking out. And you know, with frost, you could just wipe it off. Well, the same with the humidity, you can wipe it off as well. So I literally went outside of my car and and I wiped off my windshield. It was humidity because the night before it also rained. All the humidity was built up on my windshield, and so all I had to do was turn on my windshield wipers. It wasn't until I got back into my car and realized what I just did and what I could have done. The last thing, this happened a few days ago. This isn't so much of a blah moment as much as it was like a tired moment. I was sitting in one of the big chairs in the living room and I was just like, Mom, what is the difference between tilapia and vanilla pudding? And then she said, well, Brianna, one is pudding and the other is a fish. And then I thought about what I said. I was like, you know what I mean, Mom? So she said, you mean tapioca? And I was like, yes, tapioca, Mom. What's the difference between tapioca and vanilla pudding? She just like started dying laughing. Then she posted it on Facebook. And with that being the most recent blonde moment I have had, I'm just gonna end the video right here because if I keep talking, I probably will say something else that I will regret. So if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these videos, go down below. There's a box down there that says subscribe and make it, you know, give it a little check mark. While you're still down there, you can go down below and check out all my social media. It is bwalker2000 across all my social platforms. Tell me down below if you've had any blonde moments, even if you're not a blonde. With that, I will see you guys next week with another new video. Bye guys. All his hair everywhere. I swear, this is getting annoying. I swear, all this hair. Oh my god, I should be the next Dr. Seuss. I just can't believe I say these things out loud.